Hey, I just did a 45-minute rant about IT that I didn't expect to get into. So I don't know if I can upload it. But I'm going to talk about this lot. Okay, so I showed you the classic space lot that I got after this lot because it was classic space. Now this lot does contain classic space. I already showed you that because I showed you the breakdown before where I was just grabbing these pieces here. You might remember that just from a couple of videos ago. And the 6x8, the mid. Look at the circle. Sweet circle. So yeah, I got that from Valley Village, by the way. That little circle that all the influencers use. Look at me. Look at the top-notch influencer. It was $4.99 or something like that, and it had a connector to a tripod, which I removed because I just have it hanging there. And it has a little spot for a phone. It has a little clamp for the phone, but I like my clamp better, so that's why I'm using my phone. But the light's there because you can see the circle in my eye. Yep. Does it make it any more professional? I don't know. Dave, professional to the bone. Look at this, fantastically up. Look, no money spared for this production value for you guys. No money's been spent. Okay, $4. Anywho, so I'm thinking, well, let's talk about this. So I got this guy. I think I mentioned him before. And I was running low, and it doesn't have the tabs on it, so it's the original, and so that's fantastic. I got 3 more yellow ones over there. But, so let's go through this judiciously. I have, over here, all these, here we go, all these small tires. So I don't know how many, 20 plus. I got these 4 mid-sized tires, and I got the 2 big tires. Not the extra large that came in the Megacore magnetizer. But I was thinking, because the M-Tron, I got an M-Tron guy. There he is. M-Tron guy. That it was the, I always forget the name of these things. Celestial Forager. I was thinking, right? Because the 4 tires here, that's Celestial Forager. These smaller ones. But I don't think so now, because there's not too much else in here. I mean, you got this guy. This guy is a small thing. And I think, was it a red or a black one? I'm actually the parts list up. Let's see. Oh, well, see, this was in the Celestial Forager. And you know what else was in the this guy was in the Celestial Forager. But wait, the red pieces, I have this. This was not in the Celestial. I don't think he was. I don't remember him being there. Nope, this was not. This was definitely not in the Celestial Forager, so this is something else. But not too many other red bricks that I could care about. And no magnet bricks, but obviously there was M-Tron in here, so I already have 3 parts for the Celestial, and then with these tires. So I got 7 parts for the Celestial Forager if I decided to build one, which I'm thinking about, because I don't have enough of those. So anyway, also, so we're talking about this. There's 3 of these, and then 2 of these. So I'm thinking Crater Critters, or I don't know, maybe not Crater Critters at all, but 3 of those. Always cool to have. And so we got a blue one of these. So I got a blue one and a red one, and no white one I can see. Oh, the one thing about this lot, the quality of the pieces is better than the classic space lot that I just sorted out. Now, I mentioned the classic space lot was very, very good. It's like high, whatever, fair to Midland or above that. This one is close to mint. I haven't had to throw out a piece yet out of here. And they are not overall, none of them are faded that I can see. And no teeth marks. I met the guy when I picked this one up, and he seemed like a very, very decent guy. And I think he was one of those kids who obviously didn't even build and display his things, because none of this stuff is yellowed. It's like when you leave it on display, like we did as kids, that you build whatever's Galaxy Explorer, whatever, 918, and you leave it on your shelf and the sun shines on it. It's going to fade. Even the gray here, like when you look at this piece, there's no scratches on it. There's no teeth marks on it. And there's no fading. There's no fading on the gray at all, which is odd. This piece, again, I'm thinking, I'm going to say Space Police 2. I think that came in Space Police 2. Let me just get over to my wonderful, wonderful lug net. Because I think maybe, and somebody else will mention it, lugnet, lugnet.com, and go there, and then I'm going to go into, hurry up, lugnet. I will say lugnet's slow these days. You know, for free. What can I say? Do I have internet? Yes, I have internet. It's still loading. Loading. Further plot complication. Further plot go. Okay, I'm going to have to go up here then. Why is lugnet? This site can't be reached. What the? Maybe I'm not on the internet. Go there. Oh, my computer's not connected. Oh, there it is. Okay, then I just go to Peeron.com. Peeron.com. Awesome. Okay, stop. There we go. And I'm going to go Space Police 2. And I'm matching pictures. I don't think. Space Police 2. I'm not used to using Peeron to look at Space Police 2 pattern. Let's just go here. And this is 16897 Rebel Hunter. I was thinking there's a Rebel Hunter in here. I was thinking because I saw these guys here, right? Axles. But I also saw this guy, which is kind of one of 4 for Space Police 2. I don't think it was the big guy. And a bunch of these, right? They were in the Rebel Hunter. And the issue is that I have 3 of these, and I don't think these came in the Rebel Hunter at all. So it's a debate. But anyway, I wanted to look at. I just look at Rebel Hunter first of all, and then I'm going to go into Space Police 2, and then I'm going to go into inventory for the Galactic Chief, if I remember correctly. Inventory, yes. I think the Galactic Chief had that windscreen, and yes, it did, and it also had this piece. So I had this piece, and it had 2 of those, which I just threw back over here. So let's just quickly put that in there. And, oh, here we go. Also had this piece. so there is a Galactic, I think one of my friends actually pointed out that there was a Galactic Chief in here. And that is a 2, yes, that's exactly the one. Now, I do not have a slope, a Space Police slope, but I have a Space Police tile, which is not in the Galactic. What's this one called again? Galactic Chief. So I might have to look at that. But I do have this, and it says it's got a black, this guy here, put that there, and then we put this on top of that, like that. And look, I already got a bunch of pieces for the Galactic Chief. So I might be able to build that one. So I'm going to put that one aside and say finish that, because I don't have too many of those. And I was thinking of Explorians, because again I have 3 Explorians tiles, 1, 2, and 1 over here, and I have 2 minifigs. Actually, 3 minifigs. I got 3 Explorian minifigs, but I was originally thinking the capital ship, but I don't think so. And but I'll have a look at that. I did find a helmet with that thing on top, and I did find my favorite robot face. Always nice to have. So I got that. I found yet another one of those tiles, because I have 2 of them here. Again, very, very nicely done. I can build another solar part I'm burping now. Solar power transporter. What I found interesting was when I was cleaning out this lot, I found this exactly like that. Actually, yeah, like that. And I'm going, there's not a Galaxy Commander in here because there's like literally nothing else besides I saw these guys, 2 1x4s, but there's literally hardly maybe this guy. I don't know. I think it's basically 1x16. I can't remember. Jeffy told me the other day. But there's literally nothing else in here for Galaxy Commander. So I highly doubt that's what this is. I mentioned that before. Just why am I low battery? This thing should be plugged in. This thing not plugged in. I know. Doesn't matter. My battery dies. So I got that, and I got that, one of those. Always cool. And I got a Blacktron 1. I might come in other sets too. I got this guy, which has been my 7th or 8th one of those. Yeah, some other minifigs. I got this guy. I think I mentioned him before. Again, this is a Galactic Chief guy. And so 1, 2, 3 Explorians, 1 Mtron, 1 Space Police 2, 1, I can't remember, Unitron, Spire, I can't remember. Red hands though. Might need those red hands or something. One of these. Yay. So again, it could be the other set for Mtron. Let's get back into Celestial Forager here and Mtron. And I'm thinking it's either the Pulsar Charger. Is that the one? Maybe that's the small little vehicle. Yeah, it's a small, so it's not the Pulsar Charger. It would be the Beacon Tracer. Yeah, this is on the Beacon Tracer. But not too many other pieces. A whole bunch of trans neon green. So 2 of these. And a bunch of those, the 4x4s and the 2x2s, and just a whole bunch of these guys, 1x1 rounds, and two whole antennas. I got 2 trans neon orange antennas because I know there's Ice Planet in here, and one of these. Now I have to remember that. I think that's going to be the defining piece for. Let's see if there's type of antenna. Oh, things I want to do. 4H. I think that's the original one. Yes, so that's a 4H. Black, blue, chrome silver, clear, dark red, light purple, magenta, medium stone, metallic silver, old gray, pink, red, brown, salmon. Tan, trans dark blue, trans dark orange. Lunar Command, Scorpion over the Ice Blade. Which is, no, that's definitely not it. I don't know what that is. That is Alpha Team. Never bought Alpha Team. So it's not Ice Blade. So it could be trans neon orange. What did I look wrong with? Trans dark orange. No, is that trans dark orange or trans? I don't know. I don't know. See, I'm colorblind. So I thought that was just trans neon orange. Let's look at trans neon orange. Red magnetic antennas, control sticks, Crystal Explorer Sub, Aquanaut, DSRV, antennas, Trade Federation, Ice Station Odyssey. If it's an Ice Station Odyssey, I have nothing else. But I do have 2. I have this guy, which I think it's a Celestial Sled, or whatever it's called. Let's look at Ice Station Odyssey. And then go into, this is what I love, all these old websites, they just connect with their Ice Tunnellator, Celestial Sled. And Celestial Sled had that one on the back, but I don't think it was the whole thing. I think it was, yeah, so it wasn't trans neon orange and orange. This is supposed to be blue. So I don't think it's that guy. Is that? Whatever. Okay, so do I have a blue one? I do not have a blue one, so maybe not the Celestial Sled. I don't know. This is, I don't want to waste too much of your time. Celestial Sled. Let's go back into Celestial Sled and then look at the inventory. Inventory. They always have the inventory here. Inventory available. There you go. And then I gotta sort by color. Yes, it's Puron, but Puron's awesome. Old school is good school, in my opinion. So we got the trans neon orange 4x4, and it came in black, of course, brightly clear, pink, dark stone, meat stone, blah blah. Old gray, yes, I got tons of old grays. Tan, blue, trans neon green, trans neon orange. Journey in the Space Set, nope. Transparent bricks, nope. It's a Celestial Sled, Space Elements, Blizzard Baron. Blizzard Baron, which one was that again? Blizzard Baron's kind of looking optimistic to me. The issue is doesn't have those white corner pieces, but there is a black. I thought there was a black corner piece. Or is that the other lot? Maybe it was this lot. I don't see it. There was a black corner piece somewhere. Doesn't matter. The other thing that it had one of these and it had one of these, which is Explorians. So I don't know which Explorians, but it has Explorians. It has this windshield, which can be Explorians, if I remember correctly. And it has these two guys, which can be not Celestial Sled or Blizzard Baron. Has these two guys. So there are enough pieces here to build parts of all these themes, which is fantastic. And yet what's probably going to happen, because I'm going to be too lazy, maybe I'm going to build the Galactic Mediator over there. I'm going to roll these pieces into collections just like I did the last one, because I am running low on stuff and I want to replenish my supplies, which is fine. And in order to do so, I can't build stuff. Which, again, I don't have a problem with. What I liked about this lot, too, it came with some really nice 6x X pieces that haven't been faded or haven't been broken, haven't been chipped. So one 6x6, two 6x8, and one 6x14. 8, yeah, 14. Really remarkably good condition. A whole bunch of 4x6, 4x8, and 4x4 gray. Because most of the 4x6s I used the good ones anyway, and I'm just left with the really faded yellowed ones now, so I don't mind that. Another rocket cone and another 8 wide 8x8 radar dish, which is utterly fantastic. Other than that, I would say there's really good pieces in here. I'm going to start the whole thing into my collection, besides the Galactic Space Police 2 thing. I do know that I needed some of these for older sets that I've put together and did reviews on, but I had some missing pieces, so I'm going to go find them at some point and put the new tires on, rubber tires on. And the rest of it, I think, can go into my collection without too much fuss. And I like that idea. I'm liking that idea more and more. I do like that I got 2 more of these in trans neon green. And as I've mentioned, trans yellow, it's always good. And look, again, look how good. This is better than the other guys. You know, look, hardly any scratches there. So it is a good lot. And I didn't pay a lot for it, which is kind of nice for a classic space lot, or space that, you know, it's not classic space, but it has all the old space pieces. And the pieces are in remarkably good condition. And so with all seriousness, what more could anyone ask when it comes down to it? So, but I've also mentioned my purchasing has very much drastically been reduced. Mostly because I can't find the lots I want, because this is a lot I wanted. So I bid on it, or I didn't bid on it. I said the guy I want it. But these types of lots are getting extremely very few and very far between. one of my search filters in the Facebook Marketplace is Lego Vintage, and one is Lego Space. And of course, there's usually cross-contamination between the two due to whatever AI is telling me to go look here and there. But Lego Vintage, I'm finding a lot of 70s lots. That there's a lot of basic brick. And I don't need basic brick because it all goes to my friend Jeff for his castle. And so I don't need any more basic brick. So I don't want to spend $50, $100, $300 on a used lot that's 80% basic brick. Yes, it's vintage from the 70s, so it's a thick wall stuff, but it's basic brick with a few cool pieces in. There's a lot out there right now that has, I think it's the programmable. It's not a programmable brick. It's not like a Scout or an RCX or an NXT or an EV3. It's the one that came out basically after the RCX. I think even after the Scout, the blue Scout, but before the NXT. It has it's tan, it's bigger, the motors are built into it, and what you do is it copies what you do. So you push it, and then you turn it, and then you hit play, it'll go exactly the same. It's supposed to anyway. It's supposed to go exactly the same distance and then turn and go exactly the same distance. Like you're programming it by moving it once, and then it just keeps on repeating that program. I have two of those because I got them on deep discount at one time, the actual sets. I can't even remember a set number now, but I was on the Shop at Home website one time years and years ago, and they were having that one on the deep discount. So I picked up two of them, and they're over there somewhere, and I played with them once, and I sorted the parts into my collection, and I put those two with my other control units, with my my droid developer kits and my my RCXs, my Scouts, and all the other electronic ones that I have from before, and they just sit there. My Spybotics, which I adored. Gigamesh. But there they sit, and there they will sit for the longest time, because I don't have enough time to do all this stuff. Hopefully when I retire I might get back into it, but I have so many not obscure, but and not even really rare, but parts that you don't usually see anymore. And because I have been collecting for all these years, and I have picked up a lot of, I don't even want to use the word esoteric. The one thing I regret is I have the barcode programmable brick back there, because I got that on either from eBay or from Bricklink, because the guy had it in his inventory. I cannot remember now, but it's just the actual brick with the scanner on it. So you scan over the barcodes, the UPCs, and you program it that way. That they had that going for a minute back in the day. And I thought originally when I saw that sat in the back of whatever, and I said, oh, I want one. I never got one, but now I actually have the scanning brick, but nothing else that goes with it. Which again is okay. So I have, I don't know if I can find it really quick. It doesn't look like I can. I have the original 4.5 volt Lego motor with a transparent case from the 60s over there somewhere. I've talked about that a few times. But about this lot, to get back to this lot, I don't think there's nothing really that stands out to me that you guys would want to know about. I'm looking. It did come with, and I don't know what set would have this. It came with 4 2x10 blue bricks, and again, they're remarkably good condition. And yeah, this is the entire blue brick, parts and pieces. I pulled them all out, but so 1 2x8, and the rest are 2x4s, 2x3s, and 2x2s. So there's only like 6 of those. So I thought that was a little bit odd. And I got 4 2x10s in this, and they're in remarkably good condition too. Like, look, again, I keep on mentioning, you can see some blemishes on there, but not a lot, right? And so I can't complain about, and thick walls too, right? So it's like from the 70s. So this 60s and 70s. So, oh, I didn't mean to mention this. 2 of these. Whoops. And So I got 2 of those, and wait for it, 1 of those. So I was actually, again, thinking Starfleet Voyager, right? Because, like, I think out of all the classic space sets, this only showed up in the Starfleet Voyager. I don't remember the windows and shutters showing up in any other set. So, and since this is basically all space sets, there's hardly anything else here that doesn't look like space at all. I mean, I think this is even from Futuron or like late classic space. This kind of reminds me of Futuron, right? And late classic space. That I can't see these things from any other thing than a space set, and I think they, as the only space set, they would have come in as a Starfleet Voyager. But there are no. Oh, there is this. See, look at that. I already got this. Oh, look at this. I'm almost getting the whole thing built. And 2 of those. 1 of those. I am thinking this is the case to the Starfleet Voyager, and 1 of those. So that's one side done. And then you go on this side, and what do we have? Nope. This is as far, and put this on top like that. And then, if I remember correctly, it's not the, oh, there's the other one. That's right, got both of them in there. This is going to be literally the nicest Starfleet Voyager bin I own. Now, so there's one there, parts missing here already, and the thing on the top, the 2x6 and the 2x2. But this is a full bin. Look at that. So I'm thinking this is Starfleet Voyager, but there is nothing else. Like literally, maybe, right? Of course, Starfleet Voyager. But there's no gray wing plates. Nope. There's no gray wing plates. There is this guy, right? That's Starfleet Voyager. But it doesn't have this, where am I? It doesn't have this in gray, which I'll need in gray. It does have, I think these were in the Starfleet Voyager. And possibly some of these were in the Starfleet Voyager. The 4x, and some 2x, not too many 2x pieces. I will see if I can build a Starfleet Voyager, and because the pieces in here, and well, these guys from the other one, so I got a bunch of those already. I might be able to build a Starfleet Voyager with parts from my collection, and the pieces here, because again, this could be Starfleet Voyager too. It really could be. So can't complain about that. So I might try that. I will have to see. But I'll put that over there. It did come with this one wing plate. I think, I don't know if this came in the Deep Freeze Defender. I think they were just the white ones that came in the Deep Freeze Defender. Put that back over there. And again, I mentioned these guys. So always nice. One of those, fantastic. And then this might lead me down some sort of path and some Mtron to see what that one's from. Just saw it there. I forgot about that. But anyway, so all this said, this thing is a really reasonable lot for the price. Oh, I forgot this one. Final piece. I'll put it on top of here so you can see it. The blue cap to light and sound. I get these sporadically in used lots, and I'm going, but this is what I get. I get the caps. I don't get the lights. I don't get the battery box. I don't get the electric plates. I don't get anything else besides that. But I get another one. So, it is what it is. Yeah, so I cannot see anything else that I want to talk about at this point. So I am going to, wrap this up. So a semi-short video, 30 minutes, going through all this stuff. Did I mention 2 of these? Why 2? Again, so really quick, we talked about this in the last lot too. So original thin ones and a thick one, which probably could have been a nice Planet or somebody else that has blue. I think this would be Ice Planet because it would hold on to the skis with snowshoes. So I'm going to poke around. I'm going to see what I can do. And maybe I'll build a set or two if I feel like it, as long as it's not too big. And if I do, I'll make a video about it, obviously. If I don't, then it'll be rolled into the collection. So that's it. That's all. I hope everybody out there is doing well. I do appreciate you. I hope you appreciate yourself. And know that I'm always going to be here. Stay safe, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.